raising a people pleaser or a confident child? Hello nurturers, and welcome to my channel. And yes, who are you raising? A people pleaser or a confident child? I know that this is not the kind of question that we often ask, is it? But it is a question that we must ask, especially at this age, where children are constantly shaped by silent pressures, both at home and from the world around them. Let us talk about it today. Not to shame anyone, not to point fingers, but to reflect, to reset, and to rise to the calling of intentional parenting. We often praise children who never argue, always obey, always say yes without hesitation. We say, oh, what a good child. But here is the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes that yes is not from kindness, it is from fear. Fear of rejection, fear of punishment, fear of not being enough. Now, that is not what we want for our children, is it? What we want that from our children is for our children to be kind, yes, but we also want them to be confident. A child who knows that they are allowed to speak up, to feel, and to have needs. That's the kind of children that we want. So, let us pause and think about our child. Do they apologize for things they didn't do? Do they say yes when they are visibly uncomfortable? Do they avoid asking for help or voice their preferences? If they do, they might be learning to please rather than learning to live. And as a teacher and a mother myself, I have seen this too many times. These children grow into adults who don't know how to say no and live in silent resentment. So I will share with you something I've learned in my years of teaching and raising. Approval is addictive, but self-worth is anchoring. Our children don't need to earn our love through perfection. They need to know that they are loved because they exist, because they are God's own ideas, not just ours. I remember from the Bible, before Jesus Christ even began his ministry, before he started all the miracles, before he did all he did, God already declared. He said, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." Jesus hadn't healed anyone at that time. Jesus hadn't even preached a single sermon. But he was already loved, already accepted. What a lesson to us as parents. Let us stop thinking. Let us stop linking our children to the worth of their behavior. Let us affirm them for the identity that they have before they even achieve anything. Because when a child's self-worth is intact, they won't need to perform to be seen. They will already know, I matter, I belong, and I am enough. Now, you may be wondering, how do I teach my children to be assertive without becoming rude or rebellious? It's a valid concern. And the answer lies in something very simple, yet powerful. Storytelling and play. That is how you can teach it. Storytelling and play. Children learn best through imagination. So create moments where they can get to practice saying no, I don't like that. Let them keep practicing. Expressing, I feel hurt when you do that. Choosing what they prefer without being afraid. Do role play at home. act out situations where one person has to speak up kindly, yet firmly. Affirm them when they do. And most importantly, teach them that they are not unkind for having boundaries. So let me bring this closer to the home. Here is a question I do ask at every counseling session that I have on this topic. Do you feel guilty as a parent when you say no? Because if you do, your child is watching. They are learning that to be loved, you must be overextended. You must be overstretched. That to keep the peace, you must lose your voice. Your silent patterns are louder than even the words that you speak out. So this week, parents, I invite you to model something different. Let them hear you say, I wish I could, but I need to rest. Let them hear you say, this isn't okay with me. Let them hear you say, I still love you, and even when I say no. You are not just teaching boundaries, you are giving your child the permission to have a backbone. So dear nurturers, remember that we are not called to raise perfect children. We are called to raise whole children, rooted children, children who are not just liked but are deeply secured, children who can speak up without losing their kindness, children who can walk on the path of humility without erasing what their identity is. If this message spoke to your heart, please share it with another parent, because together we can raise generation of emotionally strong, spiritually anchored, and confidently kind children. You are listening to me for the first time. My name is Oluyemisi Davis. I am your children's nurturer. See you next time.